Worst friend betrayals. According to Reddit. Number 15. My freshman year in college, I had two roommates, and one of their girlfriends came to visit for the weekend. So the other roommate and I were gonna give them the room to themselves just for a while. Most nights this wouldn't be a big deal, but this was in the middle of a blizzard and we had almost 2 feet of snow, so there wasn't really anywhere for us to go. So my roommate and a few buddies were gonna take a friend's truck out for a ride through the snowy hills that we lived in and smoke some weed. Smoke weed every day. I realized I forgot something, ran back upstairs to grab it, and when I came back, I see that the truck was driving away without me. Turns out one of our other friends had their girlfriend in town, and he brought her along, so there wasn't room in the car for me anymore, so they just left without me, without waiting or even trying to tell me. Oh damn. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this kind of happy-go-lucky, upbeat, fun-loving list is what you were hoping for on this April 20th. What? 420, baby. I should have a soundboard for this on deck, ready to go. Hello to Pandaren. Hello to Necro Guy, Dorky, Linda, BB and J, Thomas, and Alante. In the interest of... Damn, Dorky
Slap
son.
me with your toast, Kai Hyuk.
You want a toast? Thank you for the 420.
Smoke weed every day.
On 420. Wow. This guy. Or am I the crazy guy because I'm always having the 420 be a thing every day? Damn. The Assassin Gajeel says, have you read King in Black comic? Also, hi. Well, thank you for that donation, my man. And I have not. You guys would have to educate me on that. So we can... right in the mouth.
Have you read King in Black comic? Also hi.
I realize he's replenishing his own health with those donations. May his reign last 1,000 years. Number 14. It turns out that he lied. He lied about every single thing. We were only friends for over a year, but it felt like we'd known each other forever. He would always make it a point to let me know that I was someone he trusted and that I was the only person that he had. Interesting. He would tell me that everyone leaves him and he always hurts people. My response to this was to make sure that I would never leave his texts unanswered, and promise to be there for him no matter what. I just want it sucked. Nobody's there for me. You have to be there for me no matter what. Anyway, one day, out of the blue, he tells me that our friendship is over. I remember feeling like my heart shattered. I cried for weeks, trying to figure out what I'd done wrong. Our mutual friends assured me that he had a very good reason for doing this, and he'd be back to being my friend soon. Okay, so listen. He had a very good reason for doing this. Immediately when I hear that, I think to myself, okay, this dude got himself a chick that he is dating now, that he is, intimate with, in a relationship with, and she is so insecure, so triggered by the existence of other hoes that she immediately was like, you ain't talking to that female no more. And it's also like a power thing because she can actually get this dude to, she could get this dude to just do whatever she wants. God damn. You like that? Yes, I'm sorry. I have to stop talking to you. All my friends know why. All my friends know why. I don't know why the friends know, but the dude couldn't just, you know, betray it to you. If come on. I don't think you guys know how cold that shit is, man. Dude straight up going, listen, we ain't friends no more. Girls, y'all been done dirty like that? Yeah, have you been done dirty like that?
I'm sure I must have.
We're not friends anymore, bro. For real. Hey, you, me, done. Alright, capiche? Capiche? Friendship over. Yeah, thanks for being there for me. I think I'm done with you. Okay, you've exhausted your use. Capiche. Anyway. One day out of the blue, he tells me that our friendship is over. I remember feeling like my heart was shattered. I cried for weeks, trying to figure out what I had done wrong. Our mutual friendship, or our mutual friends, assured me that it was for a very good reason. It's apparently that he would be back to being my friend again very soon, so I began waiting, constantly worried about him. He told all our mutual friends what was wrong except me, and instructed them not to let me know. Damn, girl. Let me tell you something, Dia. The women that I know, like, if you think they're sexy when it comes to men, I think that they achieve their final sexy form. Like their final Dragon Ball Z, intoxicatingly and terrifyingly aware of their feminine wiles and how to use them, Dia. I don't think any girl is better at anything than getting information out of someone, regardless of their gender. Would you agree? And the idea that there were multiple people that knew, but that they wouldn't tell, that's fucked up. You must be on some really tiny titty energy where you can't even generate pity. Like, that's what you girls are really good at, is just figuring out a look to have on your face, a whimper that'll have armies of dudes like, who made you feel that way? You're a princess, and I would never want you to feel that way. Okay, look, I'll tell you the secret, but you have to promise not to tell that it was me. This better blow my mind, Dia. There better be like abortions.
What? Just keep reading, damn it.
Is the suspense killing you? Nice. Let's get into it. So I began waiting, constantly worried about him. He told all our mutual friends what was wrong except me and instructed them not to let me know. Finally, my best friend calls me one day and tells me that he's lied to every single person he knows, and nothing we thought we knew about him was true at all. The last he heard from him, he had gone onto a plane with a bunch of money and then jumped from it. And his name? Daniel Bing Bong Cooper, but people call him DB Cooper for short. Yeah. Did you hear me say Cooper? I don't know what's wrong with me. I apologize. Let's finish this entry. You know, it turns out he told everybody that he'd been diagnosed with cancer and had to take time away from everybody. During our friendship, he opened up to me about his extremely abusive household, and most of our friendship was me letting him know that he deserved better and that I'd do anything to help him. None of what he said was true. Man. Now that's manipulation. The truth came out. The truth came out because one of my friends caved and called his sister to find out how he was doing. She was confused because he was absolutely healthy, and when asked about their parents' separation, she confirmed that their parents were indeed together and were never at risk of divorce. Oh, damn. I just hope people learn to take pity on me and nurse my boo-boos better with boobs and kisses, Dia. You know? You know? Do you know I was born white and I got into a freak accident and became Jamaican man? Do you? And some people say it's better to have never had something so you don't know what it's like to lose it. You know, and I'm not mad that I can't go back to those days. But I understand the struggle. The struggle. As we continue up this list of ultimate friend betrayals, we're making such great ground. I'm going to start going a little bit faster. I had a very close friend in high school. She moved to Alabama for university after we graduated. Well, but we kept close. When she came back, we did not speak much, but I still considered her a close friend. We went out for coffee about 2 years ago. She kept asking me about my life and my goals, and I said I was happy where I am. I coach gymnastics. My boyfriend and I will eventually take over his family farm and start our own family. She texted me 2 days later and said, "Hey, so my entrepreneur friend is hosting a workshop. Do you want me to sign you up?" I said no, but thanks for the offer. She then texted me, "So clearly we are on 2 different points in our lives. You have no goals or ambitions, and I don't want that kind of negativity in my life, and I wish you the best." And I never spoke to her again. Okay. That's crazy. I wonder if it was a pyramid scheme.
Of course.
Because I feel like that it may have been implied, but I didn't want to, take it and have it not be. But the idea that this person, after they couldn't exploit them or use them, was so immediately like incel and nice guy, you have to this is the transition into Karen. And I mean no disrespect, parents, if you're listening to me. But once you have a kid, man, your whole life is really just going to become slavery in service of this child. Oh, snap. Zangetsu Black. It's been quite some time, Zangetsu. And I hope that you are celebrating a wonderful day. Today was a pretty good day. Could have been worse. Could have been much worse. But don't think I don't see that tree fitty. Thank you.
What's tree fitty?
$3.50.
Tree fitty. Tree fitty.
Oh, yeah. People really can't keep that those outbursts within them. It's good stuff. I love it. I was gonna go into this whole thing about parents and how they fall out of touch, so the Karen comes out of them much faster. But I just don't know, man. You would think the only people that, have such difficulty with self-awareness are potentially on a spectrum of sorts where they lack the social, wherewithal to understand how they come off and what they're doing and ways that they are. You could say that even with us as we grow, when we look back at shit we did even a week ago, we can, with a bit more education, see, oh my God, is that the bullshit that we were on? But some people, man, no matter how many days pass, no matter how much they grow or mature or become educated, they still they're on that, why the fuck are you saying this energy? Why the fuck are you doing this? And I love it because I've had people like that in my past, and all I could do was be thankful that they lacked the grace socially to just shut the hell up and try to string me along more until I was more comfortable or they could wear me down, because it was so upfront. It was like a snap. Remember we were watching something about a cult and they kept talking about how it just incrementally gets worse, and because they're getting bad or worse little by little, it's not something that people would object to. Oh, didn't they compare it to a frog in a pot? And how if you just slightly made it warmer?
That's the
Yeah.
they use when it comes to explaining that idea.
Just be a frog in a pot. You keep turning the water up just a little bit. It'll boil that motherfucker, and he'll be like, damn, this is amazing. Jesus said, WTF is up with this EDP 445 guy. Dia and I had ourselves a nice little rabbit hole dig yesterday trying to figure out the hell's going on with this dude.
We didn't finish the video.
Dia, you didn't want to see the stuff that I was seeing. That's all I have to say.
What are you talking about?
I mean, he was sending like him pooping in a toilet bowl to these chicks and stuff, and it was like, okay.
Well, now I'm interested.
No, nigga, I was so impressed with that because, you know, this may be some of the realest shit I say to y'all, by the way. Forgive me in the middle of the list. For people who aren't aware, there's some dude named EDP 445, and my God, if this is what this is what Jesus wants. He wants like a take on this guy. I don't have a take. This dude got caught talking to minors and trying to meet up for sexual stuff, and Chris Hansen style, they had a girl posing as him or as the 13-year-old girl. Shut up. Yeah, God, yeah. He's, I'll be you and you'll be you, and that's what's gonna get you off. Like, I'm sorry. So, you know, I don't know. You know, but long story short, bro, this chick set up the like last night, I think it was, and she just read through mad text messages over like months with this dude, and one of them was like him talking about, ooh, I took a big dump, and then he took a picture of the toilet, and I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? Yes, some people are into some weird shit, but don't you think you want to like you're talking to a young girl that's potentially inexperienced, you're showing her your crap in a toilet bowl? And I had to take a step back and think to myself, nigga, this is probably one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. It's not like you're sending this poop to somebody who is into it and wanted to see pictures of it. It was kind of just like an out of nowhere, hey, you and me been talking and flirting and I'm trying to bang you even though you're underage and it's illegal. So, you know, here's a picture of my poop. Bro, I think just that alone is enough to convince whoever that you're fucking crazy. What the fuck are you doing, man? I'm so sick of it. I'm so tired of it. I'm so confused at the capacity for crazy that people demonstrate. It blows me away on levels you guys can't imagine. So, yes, this dude got caught. You know, he went out to meet a little girl and, you know, they exposed his ass, blah, blah. For some reason, he was there, like, answering their questions, like, yes, I did this. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It was crazy. And then he comes back, talk about, I'm gonna delete all my channels, man. If y'all like my videos, y'all better download it now. It's like, okay, bro. Okay. But this girl sat and she read all of this, like, and it's so disastrously, like, I would call it satirical, almost like a parody, like the phrases that he says are almost like shitty comedy phrases where he's just like, man, well, you know, if I ever get caught doing something like this with a 13-year-old girl, then that wouldn't look too good on my future resume. And it was like, I could probably read a bunch of that and just have like studio audience laughter behind some of the shit, because it's really powerful Seinfeld stuff. It's really powerful Curb Your Enthusiasm, you know, sharp, edgy comedy. So, I'm sorry, you guys are saying, am I on Top Chat? You say that like I'm missing some things? What happened here? Oh, man. Adam says, man, I liked him. He was hilarious. Really messes with you when you see some stuff like this. My favorite thing in the world, though, is I think I saw somebody's take where they said, hey, you have 2 million subscribers. You know what I mean? You go to this dude's channel and he has 2 million subscribers. And I don't mean to imply that people are objects, you know what I mean? But if y'all have ever met one fucking freak in your life, you know that it's not even unreasonable for them to be and act the way that they are for clout, you know, attention, which is like the most incredible and necessary thing as far as validation with some of these people go. They'll do anything for money, you know, securing a financial bit of stability moving into the future, even if they have to claw it from people, even if they have to kill people to get there. They'll do whatever the hell they need to do. What I'm saying is, I see this dude and he has 2 million subscribers, man. I feel like if he was interested, he could just get what he wanted from certain willing people, but you're specifically seeking not nigga, oh, she showed me herself and she had huge titties and big ass, and oh, she's like, oh my god, I'm turning 18 in a couple of months, and you're just like lightly talking to this bitch like, how is your class, or whatever the fuck you say, you know what I mean? And then when the time comes and she's an adult, and then you get ridiculous and potentially meet up, and it's all above board, bro. Not 17, not 16, not 15, not 14, but 13, bro, for months. And then you're going to meet them, Dia? And all I end up thinking, as I keep saying, thank God these people so stupid. Because, bro, $13? Multiple months you talking? Talk about, oh, nobody can find out about this. But like I said, the dude's fucking crazy. He was sending pictures unsolicited of poop in a toilet bowl, talking about, look how, like, I've dropped a big one, as if it's something to be proud of. Like, and maybe between guys you might show them something like that as a bit of gross out humor, but the young girl you're talking up, is she supposed to be impressed with how wide your butthole can spread with what you're showing? We can't spend time trying to get into the head of a crazy person. Captain Flintlock says thoughts on the Marvel's Avengers game director leaving. None of it matters, man. The game's been out for 8 months. Okay? The game's been out for 8 months. We can't live in a world where we don't go to the subreddit for Marvel's Avengers and there isn't like some big fucking issue. You know? Because I was just seeing how they had like Bucky Barnes lines, Winter Soldier being thrown in there. Look at them crying. Look at them crying. And they're right, man. It wouldn't be the end of the world to have some nice skins in the game. But skins ain't gonna fix this bitch at this point. You know? People talk about no enemies after the update. What the fuck is this, dude? That's what I was looking at earlier, and I'm just done. Somebody said, why does the game feel like it's being held by hope and duct tape? The guys holding it try to repair it are the brothers and cousins of the competent guys that told them, please hold this. We will be right back. I don't have anything to say about Marvel's Avengers. That this thing was done ages ago, and it's not any one person's fault. It's like a bunch of different people's incompetent decisions. It's pretty fucked up. Destroyer says, Kyle, have you seen what's going on with Marvel Future Fight right now? They are having the 6th anniversary in a few hours, and they are dropping a major content update, including Superior Iron Man. I don't go for Future Fight because, you know, it's not my kind of game, but I am in love with the cosmetics because they're superior to that other terrible game that we do play. But enough of the betrayal that we've suffered at the hands of the Avengers game. To number 12, a friend found out that I had cancer. She took me out to eat. She took me to a multi-level marketing presentation. So this is one right back to the other one that at least there was a little bit of allure and like wonder, like, oh, do you think this one's a marketing thing? And yeah, it was. It was a pyramid scheme. And then this one straight up is multi-level marketing. Number 11, she started fucking my husband while I was pregnant. Well, that's a pretty quick way to find out that that's not really your friend, yeah? You know? Why can't people just find people who want the double dickin'? Or to have the... Oh man, you know what really is a unicorn, because I'm not sure I found any in real life, Dia?
What?
You know what's really a unicorn for me? Because, you know, you're aware that I've come across most. Femme cucks. I've never encountered one. Femme cucks, Dia.
You've talked to someone who was kind of like that.
No, though, Dia, it can't be. Like, and in my head, it is exclusively like, yes, you and me, but I want to see you with other people. And it's like, no, I've never encountered that. And don't mistake the shock in my voice, because you know that I feel like I should have encountered most types. But it's not glee, it's shock. Because that's the unicorn, like I'm saying, son. Do you guys know somebody like that? I don't think you do. A girl so adventurous that she would decide,
I'm all about this guy. God, Kyle, look at him. Just, I want to drink him up. I can't get enough, Kyle.
and then the way that your kink works is that you need to see me with somebody else.
I'm aware of how it works, darling.
I'm just gonna fucking... I'm in awe. Is that okay? In awe that it's such a small... And you know what it is? I should start getting other people to talk about what a small subgenre of women that is, so that we can artificially make it grow, so people will become part of that, so they can be different, because everybody wants to be different and receive the validation that comes with being different.
The thing is, though, is that it won't work out with people that think that that's what they want, but then it isn't what they want, and then the relationship is ruined.
Seraphim Bear says they're called cuckwean. You know, there are a lot of things that I might just believe off the bat, but I'm not sure this is one of them. As we continue up this list, we arrive. Oh my god, it's Pikachu de los Muertos. My god, Dia. If you like piña colada. Didn't we find out that song was like over 20 years old recently?
I want to say yes, but I mean, I don't care for it, so I don't care.
Piña colada song. Oh my god, even when you pull it up, the thing that comes up is the, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy album art. Oh sweet god, 20 years, try 40, mother. What the 1979? I guess I wasn't thinking. Yeah.
42 years?
But this isn't just an 80s song, it's a 70s song. Damn.
Early 80s.
Oh, damn. Kool-Aid Jim. Alright, look, I'm really... Okay, let's get through this. Number 10. Okay, believe in yourself. I had one friend that bought a bunch of tickets for a midnight movie premiere for myself and our entire group of friends. There were about 15 of us. So the day of the show, he texts me and says that he forgot to buy a ticket for me. I ask, what do you mean you forgot to buy my ticket? Of the 15 you bought, how is it my ticket that you decided wasn't purchased? Turns out he did buy a ticket for me, included in the 15 that he bought, but he just met a girl the week prior and decided to give my ticket to her. So our entire friends group went to the movie, minus me. There's other things he did to me as well. We're no longer friends.
Was this the final straw, or just one of the many things that this person did to them?
It's so sad. I don't like it. Here's hoping her breast grew like 2 cup sizes. And now the world wants her attention, but they're never going to get it. They're going to get her like kind of jiggling and going like, like with her, her finger, like the sassy finger.
The thing is, though, I understand if you're like in elementary school or middle school, where your friends can get away with this. But if it's past high school, then why? Why would you stay in a friendship like that? Why would you stay friends with that person in general? Fuck that person. Get yourself a new friend group.
You know, it's a good thing you started talking, because otherwise I wouldn't have thought to wet my whistle, which was so dry just now. So dry. Dry whistle, not wet. Women know that the best way to have a whistle. Where does the idiom wet my whistle come from? Wet my whistle idiom. Let's educate
According to
ourselves.
Grammarist, to wet one's whistle means to drink something. In this expression, the word whistle is a slang term for one's mouth and throat.
I'll wet that mouth and throat. I'll wet that mouth and throat. Throat. I'll wet that mouth and throat. I'll wet that mouth and throat. Throat out. Okay. Yep. Let's just. We can keep it together. You know, I'm gonna need some really hard music on later. You know what I'm talking about? What? Just the word hard?
Yep.
Well, this dude, it stands for eat that pussy, dia. Oh my God, EDP.
I like how you said it on the live.
What's wrong with that? You know wrong with the phrase
Bad
eat that
word.
pussy? Oh, bad
Christian.
word. Yeah.
It's a good Christian stream. You take that naughty word back, damn it. What's wrong with you? There are children.
Cedric
watching.
Cullen says, I feel like this story is missing something, and Jurassic Park, I feel like she could have gotten over that. We don't know what the specific and spicy thing that happened before was. That's the best part of the story, is that there are other things that he did to me as well. I love that I highlighted it without even saying anything about it, because you can't say shit like that and have our mind not drift to the worst thing, like he snuggled you. That son of a bitch, he did that, and you're telling us a story about a movie theater? And then that makes you wonder, oh, he couldn't have done that. You know? It's funny how writers can't, like distinguished writers, can't pull off the anomaly of the unknown the way that people accidentally can by telling their bullshit life story anecdotes that go nowhere, and then it forces our brain to almost recreate the interest that should have been in the story to begin with. So I'm not saying that this is blatantly uninteresting. I'm just saying, it would be spicier if this had occurred. But then our brain's like, well, if that had occurred, why is she telling us this lame, tame story instead? And our brain wants to fight. Maybe they're crazy. Maybe they're boring. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't want to say that on the internet. I'll put it on their main account that their friends know them on. I'll just tell this dumb little story about all of us going to the movie theater, but he found another girl that he liked, and I was the lamest one of all of them. I was the lamest of all, so he decided, not you, not you, not you. If it's ever been you, that's the you and the not you. You can be the me. Okay? I grant you that title. Number 9. In the 8th grade, after I switched schools, a friend of mine called me one night and told me a kid I wanted to be friends with killed himself. 3 months later, I visit their graduation ceremony and find out he lied and that the kid was still alive.
What is wrong with kids?
This is pretty dark, man. It's so dark. Those are the kids you had to watch out for. Don't you ever hate when you watch like a serial killer documentary and they start reading shit that's like Oh God, every time that I say this, it feels like a stand-up bit, like I should be in front of a brick wall saying this, but I'm serious when I say they really spin some things that kids do as like the most awful and violent thing in the world, when bitch, we were all doing shit like that when we were kids because we're terrible, and for the most part the world allows us to be a little bit terrible with a slap on the wrist until we hit the certain age, you know what I mean? Enjoy that youth, okay?
I hope I never did that to anyone. That sounds horrible.
Did what to anybody? Slap him with a titty?
Well, first of all, no to that.
No,
I mean,
I would never.
but I mean more so specifically just being such a horrible human being that you'd lie about something so serious. Or just lie to them in some capacity while we were in school. I don't like the idea of doing that.
Maybe he didn't wet his whistle for her, and that's the secret part. I feel like this is incomplete. And there's also a possibility that all of you are high today. It's so hard for a man to live his sober life in a weed-filled world. Okay? You guys need to get it together. Hydration is important, though. Almost died. Alright. Pikachu says, sorry I haven't gone on here yesterday because I was busy with the family and I'll have to apologize. We appreciate you being here and we're glad that you're safe more than anything. Seraphin Kyle gave his buddy's ticket away for some hope. Yeah, I would give my ticket away. If I found out that this guy, he said that she can't come, that's messed up. Why didn't he just buy another ticket? So we can all see Jurassic World. It's obvious the movie's terrible and we just want to have a bonding experience together and touch and stand butt to butt in a circle, you know? Cheeks touching. It's a bonding experience. I've seen that. I think I've decided that we're going to rewatch all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, because I haven't seen the latest ones, and I'm sure they're absolutely terrible.
For your sake and for my sanity, you're not stopping that movie at any point.
Dun, 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 dun. Of course I'm stopping the movie. I have to pause everything and let you know, hey, you know, I saw an anime one time.
Lord, please don't. I have zero interest in those movies. But I'll watch them with you because it'll make you happy.
What's the McPherson tape? Wasn't this a recreation? Why would I want to show it to Dia? Is it a good idea? I didn't mean to do that.
What?
I didn't mean to do that. I used to make very active endeavors. I used to make very applied endeavors to... None of that even works, okay? I just tried my best not to put idea anywhere close to saying your name. It didn't work out. Didn't work out. Number 8 on this list. After 25 years of friendship, I announced to my best friend that I was moving to the city that she was in. I had a great job opportunity and felt like it was an awesome time to make a big life change. I was so excited to tell her that I could hardly wait. She flatly replied with, "Cool." And when I asked her what parts of town I should look at to live in, she stated, "I can't help you. You should just figure it out when you get here." We never had a fight and had been close for our entire adult lives, and I had continually helped her in all aspects of her life without hesitation. To this day, I cannot tell you why she started treating me this way. Long story short, we live in the same city and haven't seen each other in 6 years, and I'm quite sure we live minutes away from each other. I will probably never know what happened. Now, there's two big possibilities here. One of the possibilities is something did happen, but for whatever reason, they will not be telling them what that was. And that is just, for all intents and purposes, the end of the friendship. But the other possibility is that they kind of just you ever have a person in a friendship that's pulling all the weight but doesn't know that they're pulling all the weight? Yeah. And it's only one day when they basically ask for the smallest thing, the bare minimum, especially with what they give to be received, and they realize that they're not going to get that in return because it's clear now to them that this other person only entertained the one way, benefits. They're not going to be doing anything more. And I'm terrified that this could have been that, and the person telling the story just wasn't aware that this other person didn't care and was only in the relationship, platonic or otherwise, for what they could gain. Some people are only there for what they can get. And the scary thing about that is they may be very good at acting like they're in this potentially forever, but what they really want is to work into a point where they can't tolerate it anymore. Like when other stuff outweighs what they're getting, and then they'll just end it like that. Number 7, someone promised to invite me to a group outing, only to text me on one day out of the blue and say that they already left, and oh well. From mutual friends who went on the outing, they told me that this friend never told them that I was invited. Oh. Okay. Fishing with Sabrenia says, sometimes people just outgrow each other. Some people are meant to be only childhood friends, and other friends you meet in college or the workspace. Well, if you're like me, you don't believe that any of the people that you're situated near geographically are in any way compatible enough with you to keep as lifelong friends. Am I saying that you can't have lifelong friends that you met when you were messing around in your diapers, or you go to friggin' school and meet somebody cool? Sure, but I do believe that some people that you guys could meet through a mutual hobby or an interest or a talent that you share, they may be more compatible with you than you, rubbing shoulders with some asshole at a job because of where your parents decided to plop down. But what I love to say, unfortunately, is that some people, when they first link up, they're perfect for one another. They complement one another. They have everything that they need. If one of those people in that relationship change, it could really screw up the dynamic for both. They could, no longer complement one another. And that's just if one person changes, let alone if both people are changing, Because to say that the old version of you would even like the new version of them, shit, that's a whole nother story. But both of you have changed. And even if it was just one, the new you might not like the old them. But why would the new them like the new you, and the new you still like the new them, man? Y'all crazy. It's a lot of effort, Usually people are beating themselves into a mentality that they are just too tired. They're settling, they're done. They've been through all of this. What are they going to do? Do it again? Just because they're unhappy? Isn't everybody unhappy, they may ask themselves? Maybe getting too deep into it, forgive me. Okay? Hydrate yourselves. Number 7. My best friend since middle school got me knocked unconscious after sitting. No, that's starting. You should sit up. Yeah. I should sit up. Forgive me. I've never lounged like this. Okay. I would say that I haven't updated my operating system in a long time because I use an iPhone like a bitch and I don't want it to be slowed down. I don't need that. I don't need my phone to be burdened. so that they can bloatware my phone on up and be all like, oh, you need to buy the new version of a phone, which I'm probably going to need to buy if I want to play stupid ass Future Revolution, which is really important to me all of a sudden. Nah, man, what they need to do, I'll tell you about it in another video. Never mind. Number 6. My best friend since middle school got me knocked unconscious after starting a confrontation with a large group of guys. Proceeded to tell everyone that we worked with that. No, proceeded to tell everyone that we worked with that I started this fight. A few weeks later, I had returned from a holiday to my home country and had moved one of his friends into my room and at the place we were renting. Never talked to him again. I really delivered that like somebody that was, I don't know, falling through dimensions or something. Let me try this again. A few weeks later, I returned from a holiday trip, and when I got home, this dude had moved one of his friends into my room. Okay. Boom. I guess that's a great way to find out, you know, you just need to vacate. You need to get away from some of these people, all right? Jesus, operating system Cedric. The new them and the new you might like the growth. Being human is hard. Hard growth. Ham. Beef. Ham beast. Did I read that?
What?
Let's see here. C-Y-E-L. Ham. Beast. Dagobah, ham beast, and vagina bacon. It's all there. It's all there, India. May the world know my fury. Why is he doing this to us? Continuing up this list, my God. Number 5, lied about me to our government. Well, it's a government job. Lied about me at our government job when I was investigated by the AG and ultimately caused me to leave a job and a boss that I loved. She quit when we found out it was her who lied, as she knew my boss would can her. Oh, and I'm the one who got her hired. Well, no good deed goes unpunished, you know? We learned that the hard way. Number 4, get me out of this list. Invited me to her wedding as a gesture of reconciliation, and then uninvited me when I RSVP'd. So it was just like an invitation to say, hey, I'm inviting you, but you didn't really want me to come. Also, another friend took me out to lunch and let me cry to her after I broke up with my ex. She said that she had to go to her mom's for a while and that she'd be back that evening with treats and a red box. She ended up hooking up with my ex. The same night, I'll be back with a movie and some food.
Hey, Mitch, is it true you just broke up with this girl?
You already know, girl.
Look outside your window. How about one of these?
She released one of her bosoms. One of her bosoms. Double the bosom, double the fun.
It's people like this that make me afraid of ever making new friends. No offense.
What's that one song that I like from the Hotline Miami soundtrack? Let me see here. Hotline Miami OST. I believe the song is called Hydrogen. If I can just type in hydrogen, that will complement this terrible joke of mine that has already lost the momentum. But in my mind, it's like, she's like, oh my God, I just broke up with him and I don't know what to do. And I just need someone to be here with me. Thank you for being here with me so much. Oh, you have to go? Oh, but you'll bring back a movie and some food. And then she's on the phone like with the dude like, oh man, it's muted. Hold on. Let me talk to her. I gotta make the window bigger because it wouldn't let me do it when it was small. And then she picks up the phone and she's like, Mitch, I'm on the way. You better get the lube out, cause I'm just. Do women tell men they better get the lube out? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. That was unfortunate. It was just the wrong amount of noise. And that's it. Okay. Quote, they better get the lube out. Jesus. Hey, look out your window. And he sees EDP 445. It's not funny. That guy is creepy. I'm telling you, the picture of the toilet bowl just blows my mind, man. It blows my mind. He's so weird. He's really weird. Okay. Number 3. My 16th birthday, I invited my friends over for a party, including dinner. Sounded like you said dinner. I spent all day cooking with my dad and made beautiful chocolate mousse cups in chocolate bowls. I went all out, and I was so proud of the meal. I told everyone that dinner was at 6:30. Nobody showed up until 8:30. They were completely stoned and had a bag of toys from Dollar Tree. I had already cleaned up and put away all the food. They had all been hanging out with me on my birthday. Oh, they had all been hanging out without me on my birthday, and I was still an afterthought. What you say? Sorry.
This is why people associate stoners with being pieces of shit. But believe you me, we're not all crazy like that.
Listen. I'm the type of person who, when it comes to certain appointments, is so terrified of not making it on time or being late in a capacity that inconveniences somebody else that I often will make it so that I end up there and I'm wasting time. I'm there early and, I just have nothing to do because I'm anticipating something's going to go wrong, a car crash, any kind of bullshit where I can't make this appointment. But I wouldn't want to be inconvenienced and have my time wasted, so I wouldn't do that to somebody else. I'm typically prompt. When it's really time to get mad is when you are there on time and they ain't ready. You know what I mean? That's that bullshit. Anyway, I'm just saying that to say, like, if anything, I like to think that weed would make me more anxious. You get what I'm saying? Of like missing her birthday, I'll probably show up the day before, like, happy birthday, and she'd be like, what the fuck? And I'd be like, okay, I'm sorry. I just, I had a dream that I missed it. You know what I mean? Whoa. I had a dream that I missed your birthday, so I showed up here a day early. I'm sorry about this outline that you can see in my pants. It is not related. It's just, I don't know how to control myself when I'm with you. Happy birthday, and I wish you many more. You're the one who's actually the gift to us. Yeah, shit like that. Is that cool? That's what they want to hear on their birthday. And then they can go, I have a boyfriend. Okay. Jesus, what's the sweetest thing that you said to a woman? Tell us, Jesus. Tell us, Jesus. Teddy says, damn it. Trying to watch Kyle and anime at the same time. So rough. Yeah, just the way your mother likes it.
Genuine shit is wrong with you, man. Why would you say that?
At least I'm not taking pictures of my waist in a toilet bowl and sending them to the nearest 13-year-old.
Because you're not a
That's what I call a Marvel's Avengers bar, where it's so low. It's so low, son. I would need to be microscopic to try to slip under that shit. Water couldn't get under that bar. Yes. What is the ground, Kyle, where the water can't seep under it? Teddy, I was playing. I'm sorry. I went too far. I went too far. My body welcomes you to the end of this list at number 2. A friend was moving internationally. He offered me a fridge and a washing machine for about half price. I was in university, but I desperately needed it. I told him that I had like $20, to work with, and he was cool with it. We agreed to $15 per week for a year. 6 weeks later, his girlfriend comes around to tell me he wants to take me to court and get the rest in one payment. What? I get served and go to court and present the original agreement? His girlfriend says he needs the money urgently, and the judge says that doesn't mean shit. He then calls my dad and says I stole his shit. Dad calls me and I lay it all out. Dad ends up paying him the remainder just to get him to go away. Fuck you with a pineapple, Toby, you cunt. A real life Toby. My God. This entry kind of flabbergasts me because it's one of those, like, thank God I don't fuck with people stories. Where it's like they're just unbelievable. What are you're gonna serve me with papers and take me to court? So that you can alter an agreement that you made that isn't the way that you're saying that it was? Because you're desperately trying to get the money up front for a fridge that you gave me ages ago? And you notice the type of dude that's borrowing mad shit from you and not giving it back, but once you want something that he can't take or use anymore, you owe me. You owe me good in a long time. As we continue to number 1. She invented... Is that what that says? You dyslexic? Is that what it says? She invited me over to hang out. 35 minutes in, she's like, I like big... I will be right back, she says. She gets in the car with her boyfriend and leaves me at her house with her kid siblings. She tricked me over into babysitting. Wow. Why do I feel the devastation like it happened to me, Dia?
Only thing is that this is the best outcome, because if she's a piece of shit...
Can I tell you what the main fear as a man is all the time? Have I told you before?
What, to be left alone with kids for too long?
Oh, fuck kids, man. It's that a woman is gonna somehow get sperm out of you when you're, I don't want to say incapacitated, but say she slips you something and gives it to you while you guys are eating something.
You want to know a really...
That's the man horror story, that she's got a kid, it's your kid, she can milk you for cash now.
A really good way to not have that happen?
What? Get a vasectomy? And then not hang out with women and accept anything that they're giving you?
Yep.
Come on, you gotta trust people these days, No. We're on the honor system.
You know what? I would trust, sticking my thumb out on the side of a highway trying to hitchhike somewhere than with fucking people nowadays. People are pieces of shit.
But people are all the people. Guys, before I get out of your hair, today was a wild day. That verdict came out. This dude is guilty on all counts. Wow. And the only thing I have to say to that is, yeah, better keep your phones fucking charged, bro. Because before you know it, they're gonna make even certain types of footage illegal, because that it seems to be like an Olympic sport, cops getting rid of footage, like body cam footage, after anything happens. It's a real Olympic sport. They got it down to a science. They can get rid of those videos so fast. Just purge them. Oh my God, everybody who was there. I saw a video early today of a guy that shot the crap out of a dude when they were going to arrest him. Like a bunch of the cops got together and they were like moving in to arrest the guy. And the guy had a pipe and was coming up from downstairs. Yeah, this dude shot the dude like bang, 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 bang. The two last bangs, though, when he fell to the ground, that's kind of when the gun discharged one more time. So I want to give him that second to last bang, like whatever. But it's when he was neatly on the ground that the dude aimed at him again, execution style, and was like, oh yes. And he went bang, dear. But then in his, because we're watching his body cam footage, he collapses to the ground. You can actually see a chunk of the brain matter when he's collapsing to the ground. But I am of the belief that he collapsed to the ground to hide kind of what was going on and make it seem like, oh, whatever, because it jumps off of his body cam footage to another cop that was like behind or situated near him, and you just see that when the dude fires his gun, he just straight up collapses like forward, like he just kind of like falls flat to the ground. And it felt so, I don't want to say football, foul, like, oh, he kicked me. You really putting on a show, some real theatrical shit. But it kind of does feel like that. Like the guy was just, oh, the testosterone's too much. I'm passing out. Please. Why do the police have to be this way? But forgive me. So in this Ask Reddit thread, it says, the guy's guilty on all charges. What are your thoughts? And a top person says, I'm kind of surprised that they nailed him for manslaughter and third-degree murder. But No, he says that they thought they would get him for these two, but they didn't think that the second-degree murder charge would stick. And he's guilty on all counts. That's how they convicted him. Somebody else says, this is what I thought right here. When you look back on how most cases, or most other cases against law enforcement have gone, I wasn't expecting the guilty on all charges. I was actually more shocked that they reached a unanimous decision. Yeah, everybody agreed. Candor says, did you hear about the 15-year-old getting shot in Ohio, Kyle? Yeah, it's pretty dark out here. I don't know the specifics of that, though. And, I wish somebody could clue me in. Maybe somebody could drop something in the Discord to let me know. Sarah, huh? Assassin says, Kyle, a 15-year-old girl got killed by a police officer because he thought she was trying to stab her. It just happened today. Okay. Didn't we just get a cop shooting like a 13-year-old though, Dia? Or was it 14?
13.
So, this is gonna get really bad soon.
Oh, with the kids done?
No, son. Jesus Christ.
It's already bad.
I know it's already bad. But we can't say we don't notice what seems to be some motherfucker busting like a hole, on that mass multiple injured crap almost every day of the week now. It's very bizarre. And in my opinion, it seems so late to go cabin fever crazy. So this is like something else. You'd expect this kind of disgruntled and insane kind of display around, the ex-president who shall not be named and his hijinks. But to see it now, it's like, what are you guys on about? And me, whenever I see this kind of stuff happen, I always think to myself, what message are you sending? Who are you hurting with this other than random people at a grocery store and at a post office, and you're going to a school? Like, what message is that sending? If you don't have a message that's so blatant and clear that pretty much everybody understands what you're doing and where you're coming from after, then what's the point of your entire existence if you're throwing your life away this way? It's sad, it's messed up, and then it's costing other people their lives that are just beginning from, the sounds of it. You and I own CDs that are older than some of these kids out here getting shot, bro. You believe that? There are things in our house that are older than some of these people are making it before the police just straight up come for them, and that's messed up. Candor says she was trying to defend herself from a group of girls trying to jump her at her own house. And they shot the shit out of her. Why were they there? Jesus says, Kyle, have you heard about the guy that got a pickaxe through his eye? You know, that kind of like rhymes inadvertently. I don't know if you guys were meaning for that. Someone else says, thinking about how we all watched him murder George with our own eyes, and we were still anxious about the verdict. It's messed up, you know? It's messed up that people try to play with that reality in this country. Because if they wanted to make the argument that it's like, oh, it's not systemic racism, it's just bad cops being bad cops, that would be an argument that a lot of us could understand at the very least. But when the implication is just that he's fine, he is, you know, not guilty, it's like, bitch, did you see the same video? And that whole ass jury came to a very quick deliberation. It took them 10 hours to make it unanimous. You couldn't find a group as small as that in your life and get them all to agree without a shadow of a doubt on one thing at all. Dia, think of something that they'd need to agree on. Think of something that you would imagine everybody would agree on. Ziair says, hey, yo, link in the Discord. Let me see. I think he's talking about the one where the cop collapses, right? That's the only thing that I'm thinking of. Shut up. If you don't stop. Alright? My Japanese music. Okay, this may be tricky. I don't want to link it here, but I will link it in the Discord. So I'm going to drop that into the maybe it should be fine. I'll drop it in general. Viewer discretion advised, you know, not admitted without a parent under 18. You know, unless they're double D's or something. Double D cups and up to ride this video. That is just my interpretation, okay? How at the end, this dude lays down.
I'm not fighting you, okay?
And he's just like, ugh. And then they come in and they're all like, are you alright, bro? Bro. Were they saying Joe? I think his name was Joe, which was even funnier because of Family Guy. Well. Who had in what hand?
The cop who was on the ground.
What do you mean had in his hand?
It looked like he pulled out some of that kush.
He fell over because it was too much. He smoked too much in this bitch. Okay, we need to get on the other side of the gunfire. I just want when the dude collapses. Why does it have to be so hard? Okay, let me see.
Joe, you
Joe.
Someone, Joe, you hit. Send medical now. Officer down.
Trying to get a good shot when he falls over. And they're like, Joe? No.
Are you okay?
Joe, you good? Joe, you good?
Dude, Joe is the motherfucker that busts this dude's shit up. Dia, he was clean on the ground, and for at least like a full second and a half, the guy was like, man, you know what I'm talking about? He shot him one more time. And then at the end, he was like, I'm falling over now. I'm falling over. Body cam first. Okay, please. Whatever. You know, I just like to have a good time. Glad that I could have that good time for you. Sorry if this list was a kind of a downer. I understand, you know, how that can be. I'll try to make the next ones super funny. Yeah, for you. What was supposed to be the next big thing, but it totally flopped? 3D TV, Google Glass. I don't really know what Google Glass even was. Google Wave. Oh, it's just going to be a bunch of shit from Google. That would be really funny, as if Segways were supposed to be some kind of revolutionary travel technology. I don't know about that. It's crazy to think we still don't have like bullet trains or flying vehicles. And I don't know. We'll never live in that world. It's too late for us. We have to plant the trees, figuratively, and hope that the children can live in a better world. A better word tomorrow. I love you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful 420. Wow. Damn, Bernie Sanders. Gajil says, Kyle, we couldn't even invent a hoverboard. But that's the true bullshit of it, homie, is I saw a long time ago on Reddit, I saw a hoverboard that worked because whatever was in it was basically repelling whatever was inside the sidewalk. And I remember when I saw that, no, sorry, it wasn't inside a sidewalk. It was just like a demonstration. Like they had it and whatever surface that it repels it from. And it was like, oh, look, a hoverboard. And I was like, bro, how long until we line the friggin' streets with this? Or the sidewalk, so at the very least we can just roll. There'd be some pretty gnarly pranks where people disrupt the field just to make people trip and fall and potentially die. How fast would you go on a hoverboard? Dude, that would be pretty metal. The first hoverboard fatality. People would remember you for a whole 17 minutes. A cool 17 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a wonderful night. Stay frosty. Stay out of trouble. Believe in you. And you'll see us again soon. Today was a crazy day. Damn, they got it on the highlight reels. You know what I mean? What a wild day. See y'all later.